Good morning, Cal Wamsley here from Construction Mentor. Over the past 25 years, I've received thousands of CVs from people all over the world for different positions in the construction industry. Times have changed, and what may have been acceptable on a CV 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, is very different to what you want to have on your CV today when you're looking for a new role. Did you know that a recruiter or a manager or somebody in a company, they will only look at your CV for anywhere between 5 seconds to 1 minute. So the content and the layout of your CV is so important in today's world if you want to get noticed. In some of the CVs that I receive, that I go through, I'm surprised on some of the let's say the missing information or the layout of the CV, which is not aligned with today's practice. I wanted to share with you some tips based on my own experience that I feel may help you if you feel like you're not getting to the top of the pile, you're not getting a call back, you're not getting an interview. And if you have a look at some of these tips and have a look at your CV as it is at the moment, it might be able to help you. So I can start with point number one, is add a photo. You'll be surprised how many CVs are still available today without a photo. Companies and people, they want to see the person behind the CV. So the first point is include a photo. The second point is quality over quantity. I receive a lot of CVs where there's 6 or 7 pages of information, and if you've got a very short window of 5 seconds to 1 minute, you want the best interpretation of you and your experience, and you're not going to achieve that over 6 or 7 pages. So have a look at your CV and really focus. Are you getting the message across to the people that's reading your CV? 2 to 3 pages, absolute maximum. Any more than that, and it's too much information. Point number 3, avoid repeat information. If you've had the same position for many years in different companies, I would advise against using the same information over and over again in terms of your job description. Add something different in there that will help the recruiters or the people looking to hire you to find out some more information about you in that 2 or 3 page CV. The fourth point is check and verify. Make sure that your timeline of your career and your jobs is accurate. Make sure that the months and the years add up. And also do a spell check. You'd be surprised how many people get words wrong, don't do a proper spell check. So look at doing a spell check throughout your CV as well. And you could even share it with a friend or a colleague who you trust and ask them to have a look as well and see what their thoughts are. Point number 5, and the last point that I'll share with you, is include something personal. Years ago, when I started out in the construction industry in the mid-90s, it was all about focusing only on your job and on your education and your skills. It was nothing about personal. But in today's world, personal is everything. You want to showcase not only what you do inside your job, but also what you do outside of your job. And that is really important. And people want to know that that you have a life outside of your work, and you have hobbies, you have interests, maybe you volunteer. So it's really important that you include something personal. So just to recap on those 5 points, I have my own CV here, which I want to share with you. So if we go to point number 1, which is add a photo, I've got my photo here just at the top. It's not a passport photo, I've got a little smile on there, and anybody reading this can see a little bit about me, so they can put a face to the CV. Point number 2, quality over quantity. My CV is 2.5 pages, which I believe is more than enough to get all of your information across into your CV. I've been working in the construction industry for 25 years, and there's 25 years worth of experience and skills, as well as my personal interests, within 2.5 pages. Point number 3, avoid repeat information. There's no repetition within here. Whenever I go through my CV, every single word and every single element is something new, a new experience, new skills, something that I believe can help and provide value to a company. Point number 4, check and verify. When I go through all the timeline of the dates, I go through the spell checking. There's no errors in my CV. I have sent this to some friends over the years to check and verify, and they've all come back with thumbs up, good to go. And point number 5, include something personal. You'll see at the bottom here, just a couple of paragraphs, additional information I coach rugby at the Dubai Hurricanes, so some voluntary work there. I also volunteer at some of the schools in Dubai to provide construction advice. And then I've got some personal interests. I enjoy scuba diving, which I've been doing for over 20 years as a certified PADI dive master. I also enjoy playing golf. So just a couple of key interests at the bottom so people can see that we've got an interest outside of the work life. So I hope those 5 points are helpful to you. When I'm looking at CVs, it is really important, those 5 points, that it comes across as clear, as a clear representation of yourself. And just remind yourself that whenever you're sending your CV to somebody, they will only look at it between 5 seconds and 1 minute. And you want to make sure that you capture all your correct information within that time period so that you go to the next step of being invited to an interview and then to succeed in being offered a job. Thank you very much. I hope this video is useful to you, and have a good day.